All right, what we're going to do on this one is the same exact thing on 12 that we did on 11. We're going to figure out four equal pieces of x-axis to cover. We're going to use our trapezoid rule, and we're going to figure out an area. Now, on this one, you're probably going to have some sort of pi in the answer, and that's okay. That's no problem at all. So b minus a divided by n, and that, in this case, is going to be 0 minus negative pi divided by n. And so, whoa, that's a nasty n. What you're going to end up with is, gee whiz, an n in this case is 4. So you're going to end up with pi over 4 units. And again, think about your x-axis. We're going to start here at negative pi, and we're going to go to 0. Okay, so here's negative pi over 2. Here's negative 3 pi over 4. And here's negative pi over 4. So this is the number line that we're looking at. And so our trapezoid rule is going to shape up with these values of x. What are the y values at what's the y value at negative pi? What's the y value at negative 3 pi over 4? And to find those values, we use the sine of x. So my area approximation is going to be pi over 4 divided by 2 times y0. So y0 is going to be the sine of negative pi. Whatever that is, that's going to be y0. Well, the sine of negative pi is 0. Plus 2 times, and then y1. What is y1? It's the sine at negative 3 pi over 4. And so the sine at negative 3 pi over 4 is square root of 2 over 2. Remember, it's positive right there. Plus 2 times, actually that would be negative 3 pi over 4. That would be negative. My mistake. This guy right here is going to end up being a negative. Square root of 2 over 2 right here. Plus 2 times y2, which is going to be the sine at negative pi over 2. And the sine at negative pi over 2 is negative 1. Plus 2 times the sine at negative pi over 4. And the sine at negative pi over 4 is still negative square root of 2 over 2. And then lastly, plus y4, which is going to be the sine at 0, which is 0. So what we're doing on this problem is taking pi over 8 times, the zeros go away because we don't do anything with them. 2 times negative square root of 2, that's negative square root of 2, minus 2, minus negative root 2, or just minus root 2. And so when I put this together, I end up with pi over 8 times negative 2 minus 2 square roots of 2. That's not a bad answer. I would prefer the one where you factored a 2 out from here, a negative. You could factor out a negative 2 even if you wanted to. So that would be pi over 8 times negative 2 times 1 plus root 2. And then notice this negative 2 and the 8 cancel out. So it ends up being negative pi over 4 times 1 plus root 2. That's a great answer. Or you could put 1 plus root 2 over 4. So I would take this answer right here. I'd be pretty happy. I may find some bonus points for you if you can get to this answer without a big issue. Okay, so there you go, trapezoid rule. And remember, these are approximations, not exact answers.